Once again, hello, my name is Imita. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Code with Imita. So, today we will be doing encapsulation, which is one of the pillars of OOP. What is OOP? Object Oriented Programming. So, we will be utilizing these guys, getters and what? And setters. So, that's basically the whole thing. So all because of okay, I want us to note something. There is a video I posted about scanners. So I can't explain scanners in this video. Scanners are explained in what in the other video, which is specifically for what for scanners. So if I use a scanner, there's literally no reason for me to what to explain what a scanner is. Okay, perfect. More than perfect. Okay, so right now I want us to utilize this class, the information class. So I want us to create fields. What are fields? Fields are variables, but here in the main class, sorry, here in the external class, we just say fields. So I will create a private string name, and I'll also create a what? A private int age. So these two, the fact, okay, so what does the word private do? It protects these two fields from other classes, even from the what from the main class. It protects these two, meaning that these two belong here. They are protected. Only this class can access these two. Perfect. So we should have something, you know, we should have, because in programming we are solving problems, okay? We are solving problems. So earlier I specified or mentioned these guys, getters and setters. So we will be utilizing these guys. So getters and setters are methods that we use as what as programmers to um to access private fields in another class. So what's the difference between a setter and a getter? A setter is used to assign values. A getter is used to retrieve values. Okay? Perfect. So a setter is always set name. This guy is always void. A getter is always a return type. So we will say get name. Perfect. So since it's a string type, it's a return type, meaning that so you can just say name. So what's the function of this guy? It's to reference exactly what you want. It's not like if I could remove this, name will not be able to be we will not be able to reference name. No, we still will, but just say this because it's more, I don't want to say it's assuring that you used the right variable, but it's around those lines. It's not like if you remove name, sorry, this, the name, the private name will not be able to be what to be referenced. No, it still will. Okay, so let me just copy these two and make some changes because I also want to do the same thing for what for the age. So I'll change these guys. So you should also note that setters will always have a parameter, and getters will always not have a what, a parameter. They don't have such things. Sorry. Public int get name What's the error here? Method get name is, oh, sorry, I should say get age. Perfect. So now I want us to see what this encapsulation really can do. Let's see. Enter your name. I'm prompting the user to enter what? Their name. So I will create a string that is going to store the name of the what? Of the user. Dot, we will say next line. So that's how we create a variable to store whatever the user enters. So here we will say age, here we will say age as well, here we will say int, and change this guy to next int. Perfect. So since I said setters are for assigning, let us create an object for what? For our information class. Perfect. Information. Okay, perfect. So now I want us to access the setter for name. By doing that, we have assigned whatever the user will enter to the private name that is inside the information class. Let's do the same thing here. Info dot, oh sorry, info dot set age. Then that's perfect. So right now I want us to what? To display the information. So if I say name and I concatenate and I say info dot get name, now we are getting the name. So the name, sorry, getters are what? Are for retrieving information. We will do the same thing for age. Info dot get age, we are retrieving the information. So right now if I could run this code, emitter age 12, it displays. So what does this resemble? Like, what does this tell us? This tells us that we were able to assign whatever the user enters to these private fields by using setters and getters. Yeah. So get name getters are to retrieve, we use those things, we use getters to retrieve information. Perfect, more than perfect. So you remember when I say classes are used to one of the functions of the what of a class is to organize the main class, or rather the main method. So I want us to create a not a selection, what you call this, a decision, that whatever the user enters when they enter their age, it shouldn't be 0 or less than 0, right? It shouldn't be 0 or, okay, let us do this. Not it shouldn't, let's make it interesting. For age, set age is for assigning, right? We can come here and say if age is less than 18. This is what we will output. You are a teenager. Okay. Else you are a young adult. Okay, perfect. So now the question is that where do we put this guy? So it's a bit tricky because some people just leave it, and that will cause logical errors. You put that guy in both the cases, the situations. If age is less than 18, and in the case that age is greater than what? Than 18. So let's just run this and see what will happen. So right now, if I say 16, you are, okay, let's just maximize this. You are a teenager. Then it displays what? 16. So if I rerun this and say, then I say 21, you are a teenager. Well, that's definitely a big problem. That's definitely a big problem. Why is it doing that? Let's see. Why is it doing that? So we said if age is less than 18, else if that is, okay. Oh, no. This shouldn't be this age. This shouldn't be this age. Yeah, let's run the code. Let's run the code. Then if I say 21, you are a young adult. If I say 12, you are what? You are a teenager. So the reason it was not validating is because if I'm going to say age here, okay? If I'm going to say age here, let's understand something. This is a field inside the what? An external class. It is not the field that we directly use to assign. Sorry, we should use. You see here. Okay, let me explain. You see this age, ne? This age, it takes place. It's an argument to what? To this age. Meaning, if we are going to calculate this, if we are going to make a decision, which is an if statement, we should change this guy to this guy, because now we are actually changing this guy, which is going to be replaced by what the user is actually entering. Okay, perfect. That's more than perfect. That's more than perfect. Yeah, so that's all I believe. That's all I believe. Setters and getters. A setter is used to assign values. A getter is used to retrieve values. So just not to make our main method messy, we can we can include our if statement inside the setter method, and make decisions according to what the user enters. We can even add an if step, sorry, a while loop here. Literally, we can even add a while loop. Let's do it real quick. Let's do it. If I say, while age is less or equal to 0, okay, I should first start by creating an if statement and say age is less or equal to 0, right? So we take this while loop and put it inside the what? The if statement. So now what are we saying here? We'll have our else here. What are we saying here? Here, what we are saying exactly is else without. Oh no, that's the wrong place. That's the wrong place. It should be here. Okay, so what are we saying here exactly? If age is less than or equal to 0, there should be a loop here that's going to loop until the user enters the right thing. So I can say this, and I say age can't be less or equal to 0. Okay, So now we can terminate the program if we want from here. We can terminate the program if we want here. Let me see something. If I can say break, I want to see something. Okay. Else, if it's a success, if the age is not less than or equal to 0, we can say this age is equal. We are now assigning. We are now what? Assigning. So I want to see if, because, or we can say system dot exit. Let's just see something. So I'll say 0 here. So age, okay, it's not terminating. It's not terminating. Okay, I think because of it's a console, this will also not work. Let's say dot exit, and let's say 0 over there. I'll explain right now what that line of code does. Perfect, more than perfect. So now it's terminating the program. It's not even displaying the age and the name, all because of age can't be less than or equal to 0. It's terminating. So we use system.exit to terminate. So always say 0 there, here between the parentheses. We use system.exit to terminate a program just like that. So what's the condition to terminate a program? It's that okay, there was no reason for me to create a while loop, but we can actually utilize it. We can actually what? Utilize the loop by doing this thing. We paste this guy, and let's also take this guy, we copy and we paste him that side. So I can paste him here. Okay, so now what I will do is that I'll say age, sorry, age is equal to input, input dot what, dot next int. Then let's see if it works. Let's see if it works. Let's see if it works. So 0. So it's saying age can't be less than or equal to 0. So I should have written here, please try again. So as long as the user enters 0, it will loop until, I don't know, infinity. So the moment I enter the right information, it displays. So there's a reason it's displaying a 0 instead of 8. There's a reason it's displaying 0 instead of what? Instead of 8. So let's go to the thingy. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. So now we are thinking. We are, oh, what we can do. What we can do is to just do this, just to assign. If sorry, if we can assign this guy here, and let's see. If I say emitter, then I say 0, then I say 0, so it's going to loop until, then I say 8. It's displaying 8 instead of 0, like how it did. So how did we do that? We assigned. We said this age is equal to age, because remember, the other age is a parameter and the other age is a private field. It's a field of a class. Remember that. Always remember that. This guy is very crucial. This guy's very crucial. Okay, thank you guys. I believe that's all for encapsulation. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and see you next time.